I am diving deep into the world of Canada immigration stereotypes, and I am challenging myself to find out what's actually true and what's just a myth. When we talk about Canada, we often hear stories about how welcoming it is to newcomers. But how much of that is actually true? There's a lot of chatter out there about immigrants in Canada. Some of it good, some of it not so much. As someone interested in understanding the real story, I'm on a mission to sift through the facts and the fiction. Understanding the realities of Canada immigration can be tough. There's so much information out there, and it can be hard to know what's true and what's not. The central challenge here is figuring out where the facts end and the stereotypes begin. It's easy to get caught up in what we think we know, but often that just leads to more confusion. People have different experiences, and their stories are often influenced by where they're from, what they're doing in Canada, and who they're talking to. Let's think about the story of a family from India who moved to Toronto. They might have a completely different experience than a refugee from Syria who ended up in Montreal. Diving into specific stereotypes, like the idea that all immigrants face the same challenges, is where things get really interesting. Not all immigrants have a smooth ride. Their experiences vary widely based on their background, education, and where they settle. For example, someone with a professional degree might find it easier to get a job in their field compared to someone who doesn't have that same level of education. Then there's the myth that immigrants only come to Canada for the welfare benefits. The truth is, most immigrants come here to work, study, or join family members, just like many Canadians do. Another stereotype is that immigrants don't want to integrate into Canadian society. This simply isn't true. Most immigrants make a real effort to adapt and contribute. The idea that immigrants are a drain on the economy is another common myth. In reality, immigrants bring new skills, ideas, and entrepreneurial spirit that can really boost the economy. I've spoken to many immigrants in Canada, and one story really stands out. A friend from Somalia, who came to Canada as a refugee, now runs his own successful business in Calgary. His story isn't unique, but it's a powerful example of the resilience and determination that many immigrants have. He faced a lot of challenges when he first arrived, from learning a new language to navigating a completely different job market. But he persevered, and his success story is a testament to the opportunities Canada offers. Another surprising insight is how much immigrants contribute to Canadian culture. From food to music to arts, immigrants have enriched Canadian society in countless ways. This diversity is one of Canada's greatest strengths. To sum it up, we've explored some common stereotypes about Canada immigration and found that the reality is often much more complex. Understanding the truth about immigration is important because it helps us appreciate the real contributions immigrants make. It also encourages more informed conversations about how we can support newcomers as they build their lives here. If you've got thoughts on Canada immigration or personal experiences to share, please leave them in the comments below. If you're interested in more videos on related topics, check out my other video on the best ways to integrate into Canadian society as a newcomer.